You're about to see Dinosaur Excavation, Montana style. Fire in the hole. Attaboy! It's my first T-Rex. I'm Casey Anderson. I've been all over the world in the tracks of wildlife, chasing adventure and stories of our untamed planet. From the mountains to the jungle, the opportunity for adventure is endless. I think it's safe to say that we are in the middle of nowhere, Montana, a land of miles of barbed wire fence, dusty roads, cattle ranches, and pronghorn antelope. But this place has not always been this way. This is actually a swampy dinosaur paradise during the Cretaceous period, just right up until the point that that giant meteor smashed the Earth and changed everything. And today I'm out here with my buddy Coyote Peterson, buddy Mac, and as always, Riley. And we're hanging out with this guy right here. Look, his brother and his dad. Look at this truck. What's up? What are you doing today?
Gonna go digging, I guess.
I'm gonna go dig some dinosaurs.
T-Rex.
So I'm out here with the Hellcreek Hooligans. That's Luke. That's Danny. Two Montana boys that make a living sitting out here digging for dinosaur bones. And today, I'm gonna do that with them. So this place was active with dinosaurs about 68 million years ago. A lot of things have happened since then. Erosion, deposits of dirt and sand, things moving around. So if you look here, it's a great kind of slice in time. You look up here, there's a lot of this kind of clay, sandy material that is on top of this layer right here. That's very obvious. And this is the layer that we're focusing on. This is the deposit from 68 million years ago. This is where they're finding all the bones and the teeth. So in order to get to that point, you've got to use large equipment to kind of get down to this level. Large equipment, or maybe some other tactics like blowing up the earth with some explosives. You're about to see Dinosaur Excavation, Montana style. Fire in the hole. Attaboy!
Oh, that was sick.
I think we're recording on this one.
So now, it's kind of the tedious work. We get our little knives and we start digging away at this, looking for those telltale signs of bits and pieces of dinosaurs. There's bits and pieces of dinosaur all over through here, and not all of it's going to be a big obvious bone or a giant tooth. This is what they call a chonkosaurus, piece of a dinosaur. We don't know what part of the bone, which species of dinosaur. It's a big bone. There's lots of this all over the place. It's very fragile, falling apart. It tells you you're in the right spot. That's the good thing about this. So we'll encounter lots of things like this, but the end goal, what I'm really here for, is to find a T-Rex tooth, or any kind of tooth actually, or a very defined bone. Again, we don't know what's underneath here. We just know there's a lot of opportunity. So this is what it's all about right here.
You know how it can be.
So Luke's, he's identified a tooth. So you dig down just real meticulously, and then when you see this black color, and you can see right here, there's these serrations on the edge, so there's no doubt that's a T-Rex tooth.
Gotta force myself to slow down a little bit here. This is my first good tooth of the year, so I'm pretty stoked up. I really want to see if it is all that.
So what's crazy about this is I love is this could be, that's all it could be, a little shard, a little piece. This could be attached to a jaw. There could be a whole tooth, there could be half a tooth. You just never know what you're getting yourself into here.
Why are you digging out above it so much?
Just trying to get the pressure away from it, because if I work right down here against it, there's still all this rock here, and I'm not going to move it all. If I come from right here, it'll just go right into that tooth and crack it out. So if I come up and kind of lift the pressure off of it, it's a lot safer and easier to work around the tooth down here.
It's pretty.
There's a little tips all there.
Oh, it's so good.
Now it's just seeing how far it goes back. Every flick of the knife, I'm going to get a little bit happier. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. As long as it keeps going. That's all it was. Nice little inch and
Just
a half or
a
2
tip.
inches.
I mean, come on.
That's a
just
fat
That's
tip, though.
insane.
Big old
though.
tip. This tooth is snapped off right here. That's not the natural end. It should have come back to probably like at least right there with the whole crown. So whole thing's not there, but it's still a pretty cool tip. So I'm not mad about it.
tip.
It's awesome.
Nice tooth, Luke.
I mean, if that whole thing was there, it'd have been like that probably.
Yeah.
Been like a 4-inch tooth.
You know, this is just part of a story. We don't know how this tooth is broken, but we can sit here and try to imagine. Maybe that T-Rex chomped down on a Triceratops.
I mean, imagine the noise when that snapped, when he bit down and that snapped off in there.
Yeah. I mean, it just conjures up all sorts of
Oh,
his
yeah.
imagination, but nothing. There's nothing. But the truth of that is from a T-Rex,
Nothing else
Right.
that could be from, yeah.
right? And that's cool enough as it is.
Crazy to hold it in.
Oh man, so cool. The coolest. Man, well. First part of the day. That thing is rad. I was digging like a grizzly bear rather than a paleontologist, and maybe broke the tip off this cool little nano tooth, or kind of a big nano tooth, I guess, right?
Big nanotooth, yeah, that's a good one.
A nano, or Nanotyrannus, is basically the smaller cousin to the T-Rex. Some people believe that nanos are just juvenile T-Rex.
And then once you try and start to come in close to it, then that dirt has a place to go, and it'll just flake right off there instead of jostling the fossil.
Jostling the fossil. Don't jostle the fossil.
Don't want to jostle the fossil.
Big nano tooth. Yeah, it's kind of cool how it's just stuck in kind of its original resting place. Could be a cool little display. Awesome.
Throughout the day, we continue to dig up chunks of dinosaur. But it wasn't until later in the day that I found something that I was really proud of.
Oh, I found something. Just popped out of the ground and I have it in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand.
Oh, nice Rex tip.
A tip!
That's a pretty good sized tip.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Nice find.
Finally. They do exist.
They do exist. There is a reason you're stabbing the nail.
So tell me what I'm looking at here.
You're probably looking at the aftermath of a good old crunching on some poor innocent little animal that T-Rex was trying to eat, I would guess. I would say he probably came in and this one's been tumbled a little bit down the river. You can see how it's kind of like smooth there. But sometimes you can see where they really, like a hard fracture line of stress, where they really, really bit down on something hard. This one's kind of tumbled. It's a little bit hard to tell, but that obviously is from a bite. So he would have crunched down on something and snapped that off. But very cool.
Man, that's so cool. My first T-Rex tooth. Look at that. Look, can you see those serrated edges on that thing? Like a shark. I mean, all the badasses are born in Montana. Grizzly bears, T-Rexes, Casey Andersons, Hellcreek Hooligans. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. We're from Ohio. All the best things in the world come from Ohio. We may not be as tough as you Montanians, but we got the brains over the brute.
So Luke just put some paleo bond or glue on my T-Rex tooth tip, and that will just go down and kind of consolidate it, get in the cracks, hold it together, make it less fragile, and we'll be able to handle it a little more confidence after it dries in about 10 minutes. So here's the spoils of the day. This is what some of the hooligans got, but this side over here is all the teeth I pulled out. Most of these are nano teeth. Some decent nano teeth here. But the score for me of the day is this tip of a T-Rex tooth. Pretty dang cool. So you might wonder why someone would sit out here and dig all day throughout the summer, but here's a reason right here. That tooth right there, this chunk of T-Rex tooth, could be worth about $10,000. So it's like finding gold out here. And right there, another $5,000 to $10,000. We got a big storm rolling in, so we've got to call it a day. But it's been amazing out here in eastern Montana, stepping back in time, 65 million years, digging up T-Rex teeth. Pretty cool day.